Ladies and gentlemen, we are so very back. I keep telling you, we are back. I'm eating an arrow, alright? I've got an arrow in my mouth. Well, that's actually the right way. That's crazy. Oh yeah, I didn't realise my camera wasn't back to front. But we are back, okay? And we are going to be doing today a challenge, a FIFA challenge in Division Rivals, not for champs this time. We're going to be doing Division Rivals with the fastest team that I own versus the slowest team that I own. Now the thing is about this is one of the conditions is they have to be above 89 rated to count. Alright? They have to be above 89 just to get some sort of semblance of a good team. Otherwise I could just be using bronzes and silvers and guarantee myself a loss. Especially with the slower team. But yeah, the fastest players in my club that are above an 89 versus the slowest. We're going to see who wins. Alright, who does better. So let's kick things off with the slow team. And kicking things off with the slowest player in the team, we're going to go with Rodri. Team Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri. The player who has been injured the entire season. Sadly, he's got 66 pace. The only reason he's in this game is because of that high. The only reason he's in this team is because of the high rating he has. He has a 91 rated. It would be cheating if I didn't use him. The next one, the only reason why this is an 89 rated thing and not a 90 rated thing like I was going to do is because of this player right here. Diego Maradona. Right? It was going to end up being this Leon that I did. But I want to use this Maradona. I haven't really used him in a long time. Alright? So we're going to use that Maradona at left wing. Next, we have another Argentinian. A player that I want to use. A player that I'm currently evoing. I've got one game to evo him. And this is hopefully going to be it. Lionel Messi, his team of the week that I packed very frequently. Not very frequently, I packed him like once a couple of days ago, and that was it. Next to him is going to be Cole Palmer. Alright. An Evo that I did, obviously it can't be that Messi, because I've already got a Messi in the team. And he's faster than the actual Messi that I have, while being, I'm pretty sure, slightly worse. Now, the next player is going to be a bit of a spoiler, and it's going to be the first player in the team that is in both teams. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Team of the Year. Honourable mentions, Musiala. Ignore the fact that Odegaard is there. We're not going to discuss that because I don't want to use him. Honestly, otherwise this midfield is completely screwed. Okay? You want a good team or you want a fair team? And then Kai Havertz. Only because, have a look at this, right? We got a couple of them that are 86, that have 86 pace. We don't actually have a couple of them. I think that was just centre mids I was looking at that had 86 pace rather than CDMs. But I digress. The next left back is another player that is in both teams. It's David Alaba with 90 pace. The slowest left back in my club that is above a 90 rated. And this is where the team gets good, okay? Because I have a lot of fast centre backs, okay? So we have Van Dijk and any defender with 86 pace. So that could be Rio Ferdinand, Koulibaly or Azpilicueta. It can't be Koulibaly, sorry. Azpilicueta or Rio Ferdinand. One of them is an icon. One of them has Anticipate Plus. One of them is 92 rated, despite the fact that he looks slightly worse. I'm picking Rio Ferdinand next to Van Dijk. And now my right back is going to be... Also, my right back is Azpilicueta anyway, so... You know, he's going to be in the team. Alright, so... Yeah. And then my bench has Litmanen, Gerrard, Muller, Neymar, Kika Nazareth, Tomori, and Gross. Just some players who nearly made it in, but were a little too fast, or with the same speed as somebody in the team, but that person was slightly better. So, yeah, so for example, Tomori has 86 pace, same as Rio Ferdinand, but Rio Ferdinand is just a better defender. So, yeah. Or Kai Havertz has 86 pace, so does Gross, but Kai Havertz is better. You know, different things like that, where they nearly made the team, they could have made the team, but they're not going to. So, yeah. So that's the slow team, which we are going to get into one game of, and hopefully get something good. We are not going to reveal the fast team until I've finished this game, so you're going to have to watch the rest of this video if you want to find out the fastest team I can make with players above 90 rated. So let's get into a game. Let's see just how good a slower team is. I'm not going to say this team is slow by any means, because, you know, it's got some good players in it. It's got some fast players in it as well. You know, it's got some players that are 90 paced, that are that can just play positions that maybe their pace isn't suited for. So like Azpilicueta or Alaba. Whereas some of these players are just slow. So like, for one reason or another. So players like Rodri, who always has a lack of pace in FIFA, or Messi, who might have had pace a long time ago, but is currently aging, and so the pace is coming down. Same with Neymar. So, yeah, I think it is very interesting to see the difference between the team, and also just how they play. I'm not doing custom tactics, I'm not doing any of that, because otherwise this video would be half an hour to 2 hours to an hour long, and nobody wants that, because I can't be bothered to learn how to edit. Oh, Van der Sar! But yeah, so slow, fast, let's go. Who's going to win? Put your predictions in the comments, and also let me know what other challenges like this I should do. I'm thinking of doing one maybe tomorrow, where I do worst physicality or worst dribbling. I'm probably not going to do something as positionally as shooting or defending, just because I think, you know, you'd have, like, it wouldn't really change the attack or the defense that much. You know, if I did a shooting one, it wouldn't really change the defense that much. Whereas if I did a dribbling or a passing one, I think that would have more interesting shouts, rather than, you know, just like, oh yeah, the defense is whatever you want it to be because they're all really bad at shooting. Things like that. Why is Rio Ferdinand there, and why did it work? What on earth is going on? Alright then, just... what the hell? The slow team's first goal has been scored by Rio Ferdinand. from inside the box from just a random shot. What on earth is going on? What an intercept, by the way, by Van Dijk. Did you see that? But yeah, I think... What a save as well, man. Van der Sar is having a good game today. I mean, it's not like this guy's bad or anything. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why Rio Ferdinand was where he was, but I'm glad he was. I'll tell you that much for free. Right, go on, Messi. Use that... I was going to say use that pace then. Gabriel literally has more pace than him. Like... You know, it's crazy to think how much Messi has fallen off in terms of, like, FIFA. Like, I don't think he's fallen off in terms of football, but just like FIFA, man, he is not the player he should be, man. I mean, this is quite a late on team of the week as well. Like, it's got 2 playstyles for a 90 rated team of the week. So it's not like my Mbappe, where it was like one of the first ones to come out and it's only got 1 playstyle because of it and things like that. This is quite a late on team of the week that still only has 84 pace. Which is kind of scary to think about. How Ronaldo's the same. Ronaldo has like 77 pace. But because all of his good cards, or like his special cards, or, you know, the card that would... Jesus! Not the card that would Jesus, but the card that would qualify for this team as, like, ratings-wise, probably wouldn't qualify for the team, because I'm pretty sure his 2 or 3 cards that are above 90 pace, 90 rated, have more pace than that Messi. So, like, I don't think he would qualify for the team. Or I would change my formation just to fit him in. But yeah. Also, another thing, let me know if there's any, you know, team challenges you want to see me do. So, like, prime or, like, past and present teams. So, like, you know, Barcelona, Real Madrid, teams like that, where, you know, they have some good players that are easy to get a hold of, or something like that, or whatever. Not teams that have, like, no players that you can get that, like, have easy access to. Because, I mean, players like Messi and Neymar and Suarez are now fitting into evolutions where they can be made into 94 rated cards, you know. So it would be very easy for me to make a 90 rated or a 92 rated Messi or Neymar for a Barcelona past and present, or a good Ronaldo card for Real Madrid past and present, or something like that, you know. But something that's just easy to get a hold of, because, you know, I'm not made of coins on this game. I'm not made of money. I can't spend, you know, coins. I don't have the coin balance that most FIFA YouTubers have. I don't have the clubs that most FIFA YouTubers do. So, you know, keep it nice and simple, you know, to get a hold of. You know, SBCs that have come out, you know, I want to use, like, for example, I want to use more of that Muller card that I might actually bring on now, honestly. Is that cheating if I bring him on for Messi? I don't care. It's my video. Super sub time. But yeah, I think it is a good idea. Or, like, Again, just stupid things like that. That, you know, fastest versus slowest, strongest versus weakest, things like that. And we've lost. Okay, cool. That's 4-1. Normally I leave when there's a 2 or 3 goal difference, so that's good enough for me. We lost 4-1 and quit at halftime. Cool, that's all we need to know. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get into the fast team, which kicks off, let me say, rather pacey, with a player that was in the last team. Ladies and gentlemen, it's David Alaba. Great, amazing. Next to him is an icon. Our first icon that isn't Van der Sar. It's Matthias. They both got 90 pace. They are both my fastest centre-backs. Now, left-back isn't really a left-back. I'll give you that. But it's Eden Hazard. He can play there. I made him into one. There you go. Left wing is where we get very interesting. It's newly packed Kylian Mbappe. A card I love playing at striker. I bought my new Drogba off for him. But today, he's back. He's ready for it all over again. And our striker, it's going to be Tell. I mean, especially after the upgrades. Inaki Williams as well is 99 pace. Crazy. Cam now is another player that was in the last team. It's Musiala. Wait, no, he's at centre mid, sorry. My Cam in this team is Gianfranco Zola. Centre mid, we have Zaire Emery. And right back is either Zanetti or Reece James. But Zanetti takes the cake by just being an icon with... is that quick step or rapid? I think it might be rapid. It's quick step. Okay, cool. By having quick step, he is just faster than somebody that doesn't have it. And let me just say, it is absolutely crazy that Vinicius Jr. is only sat on the bench. I think that's crazy to me. That he isn't in this team. He should be in this team. But he isn't. So, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the fastest team that I can make on FC25. Let's see who comes out on top. Right, come on. Obviously, I lost the first game 4-1. Quit at halftime. Let's find out how much better or how much worse a much faster team is. Now, the thing is, I wouldn't say this team is much faster, because I think getting into like the ending of FIFA, like I think we get, like, especially like team of the season, we are getting a lot more players with a lot bigger stat boosts and whatnot, you know. That, you know, really do create some different players. I mean, we got Ronaldo with 93 pace and Suarez with 95 pace and things like that. You know, where they would have had 77 pace or 66 pace on their base cards, but because of who they are and because of the place that we're at in FIFA, they're getting these crazy cards. I mean, Marco Reus, for example, how could we forget about him having a 92 paced card, despite his base card pace being in the 60s, you know. We are getting to that point where we are seeing cards have crazy pace, because that's where we are at in the game, and you know, that's what does the best on the market, and that's what these players are looking for, are the fastest, the best cards, rather than, you know, they're looking to use their favourite players, but most people's favourite players, especially people with the money to buy FIFA points and things like that, that aren't going to get, you know, their mothers shouting at EA support saying that their child stole their bank account. All of these people's favourite players are retiring or getting old, so, you know, you really do need to start filling the market or filling packs up with, you know, some of people's favourite players that might have been really bad at the start of the game, but all of a sudden are getting crazy pace boosts because people want to use them, and EA want the money from those people that want to use them or are trying to pack them but never will. And I think that's a big reason as to why. Oh my god, are you kidding me? You have 94 shooting, Tell. Why are you shooting like you don't? Rio Ferdinand did a better job in front of goal than that. And he's got 54 shooting. Unbelievable. But yeah, we are getting to a point in the game where a lot of people's favourite players are able to get these massive pace boosts, and because a lot of the time that's all they're lacking. I mean, you know, Neymar, for example, Messi, for example, they all have these, you know, good shooting stats and these good passing and dribbling stats, but their pace just isn't there anymore. Neymar with like 87 and Messi with, I think it's like 94. Not 94. 82 or something like that. And, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, turns out neither of them were very good. I'm not sure whether that was my custom tactics or whether that was just the games I was playing or whatever, but yeah, neither of them did better than the other. So, does pace matter in FIFA? Maybe, maybe not. I guess there's only one way to find that out, and that is by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, sharing it around, and commenting what you want to see in the next video. And with that being said, I will see you in that next video. Peace.